Welcome to The Awakened Heart, a podcast for healing women, a space where your voice matters, where your body is always honored, and your healing is forever sacred. I'm Autumn Moran, licensed professional counselor, life coach, and your companion on the journey of coming home to yourself. This is a bonus episode from the heart, ladies. It's for the women who've been through too much and are tired of trying to believe it in better. You've been bracing, waiting for the other shoe to drop, maybe for years. Because hope, it feels like a freaking scam, a setup, a soft place you'll fall from. This episode is for the woman who still wants to believe in something good. Not because life has gotten easier, but because even after all the hurt, some part of you still wants in. I'm going to share a personal story, and it is first world problems. It is not me trauma dumping real issues I've been through. That is not what this space is for. I mean, feel free to trauma dump on me, but I will not trauma dump on you. But I'll share a story to kind of just relate to how I felt hopeless in some silly situations or some aggravating situations. To just kind of help you understand that it can be big and it can be small, because I understand that everyone's story is different. But sometimes I wake up and I'm just tired, like to my bones. Not just didn't sleep well tired, but done tired. Where it's just like, I'd like to exist and not solve any problems, answer any questions, or interact with anyone. Just soul tired. My car had a flat tire, so that messed up my morning. My kiddos were being irritating and frustrating, and having to caretake for two people while not even able to caretake for myself was really hard. It's hard to show up, even if my kiddos are grown. I'm not acting like these are toddlers or like little kids relying on me. They're in their 20s at this point, but I'm still an active parent. It still takes a lot out of me. Despite the fact that they're older and quote unquote grown, they're still my babies, and I'm still there for them. I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to be a human. But then the day it began to shift, my youngest helped me with the tire while I was able to continue to work. So I didn't have to cancel my work, and I was able to compartmentalize the stress by the help. I had someone come and help me clean my house. Now I have a rowdy dog, so what I did was sit in the garage with my rowdy dog while someone helped me clean my house, and I was forever grateful. Now I know that's not accessible to all, and that's kind of like a first world problem. I don't want anyone to be like, oh geez, her problems. Cleaning for me is very hard as a neurodivergent person, and as a trauma experienced person. Like I said, my body shuts down. So I don't have hope in these moments. It's hard to find hope is kind of what I'm getting at. It was just a rare moment for me to be able to find joy sitting in the garage with a dog. And as you can tell, I almost didn't want to tell any of this, because I know what it's like to be one who doesn't have help. To be the one who's exhausted, broke, overstimulated, under-resourced, and still holding it all together. Been there, done that, still have those days. To not have someone help come clean my house would have just continued for a dirty house, right? So I'm not saying you need to have a cleaner or you need to have a support system, but maybe grab a box, a basket, a bucket, and pick up just trash in an area, or pick up all the socks in one area. Wash a load of towels, micro agencies, small things where you can be like, oh, I've got clean towels, so now I can go take me a bubble bath, or I can take me a nice little meditative shower. Finding hope even when the house is still messy, when there's a flat tire and you've got to rely on someone else. So I just want to be clear. This is not some glossy things get better story. This is about the weird discomfort that comes up even when something goes right. How we find ourselves bracing anyways, because letting in good feels dangerous, like tempting fate. Even after the tire was replaced, I still would eye the tire like, are you sure? Are you sure you're a new tire and you're going to manage? So like my hope troubles are still there, right? That's just bracing for danger because the nervous system has been taught that, has learned to adapt to danger. When you've lived through trauma and or neurodivergent or just plain tired of being let down, hope can feel like the enemy. It feels irresponsible to believe in good. It feels safer to be prepared for disappointment. You train yourself to not get too excited, girl. Don't you dare get too excited in front of these people. They will see your shine and they will take you down. You train yourself not to trust the moment because history has taught you it doesn't last. And that makes sense. That's wisdom. That's survival. But what if you didn't have to go in all caps, hope today, like HOPE today? What if you could just let in a single drop of relief, a breath, a warm drink, a moment where you say, this is okay right now, and I'm allowed to feel that without waiting for it to get ruined. You don't have to earn anything. You get simply because you exist. You don't have to earn rest. You get that simply because you exist. You don't have to fix everything to receive a good moment. Even if you're holding it all alone, you still deserve softness. Not because everything's worked out, but because you're still here. You're still holding on to hope. You're still seeking it. You're still seeking the good, the love in the world. That has a ripple effect, my dear. Be proud of that earning, that desire, that drive to be a good human, to live a good human experience. All right, let's practice right now, wherever you are. Let's just take a nice, slow, deep, full breath. Inhale deeply down into the belly. As you exhale out of the mouth. Let your shoulders drop, unclench your jaw. And just for a second, relax. Take a nice deep breath in again. Inhale deeply, full big belly breath. Exhale out of the mouth completely. All right, now let's ask ourselves these questions. Where am I in my life am I quietly bracing? Even when things aren't falling apart, right? I was bracing for that brand new tire to be broken. Nothing was falling apart. Where in your life are you quietly bracing? What would it feel like to let in one drop of peace, comfort, or ease? That may be like, hey, I got a brand new tire with a warranty, so I'm okay if it goes flat again. I've got help, and I've got a location to go get it fixed. Letting one drop of ease in. What's one good thing I can let myself receive without apology today? Permission from yourself to be you. Permission from yourself to be silly. Permission from yourself to rest without guilt, without shoulding yourself to be doing something else, but just simply enjoying the rest, the TV show, the scrolling, the coloring, whatever it is. It could also be silence. It could be putting your phone down. It could be drinking your coffee hot, cold, and telling someone, no. Let that be enough. You are not foolish for wanting something good. You're not broken because hope makes you flinch. You are a human that has been through so much, through a lot, and you're still here, still reaching, still asking, is it safe to believe? Even if your hope is shaky or half-formed, that still freaking counts. Let this be the day you let one good thing in. Not because everything is better, but because you're learning to receive even here, even now. Find the glimmer, find the minuscule ounce of gratitude, minuscule ounce of joy, and then let it grow. Hope may feel like a scam, but your soul still wants in, and that is brave as motherfucking hell. Thank you so much for being here with me today and sharing this energy with me. You're never too much. You've never been too much. And please be as messy or as loud as you want to be in this healing path of yours, because you've been so small and silent up to this point for everyone else. Do this for you. You deserve it. If this episode stirred something in you, a memory, a truth, or even a question, I'd love to hear about it. Message me with the link in the show notes, or you can follow me on Instagram at Empowering Wellness Hub and let me know what came up. And if you're craving more, check out my link tree. I got a Spotify playlist made for women for healing through softness and strength. I like it. Boundaries audio bundle. It's like 15 minutes long. Just to get you jump started on saying yes, saying no when you want to, learning how to protect your peace, and many more resources to guide you home to your voice, your body, and ultimately your power, my dears. Don't forget to follow this episode or this podcast. Share this episode with someone who needs it. And as always, take what you need and please leave the rest. Until next time, my dears, may you be happy and free. May mine and your healing ripple outward to bless the world with happiness and freedom. Take care of you, and I'll see you soon.